Temple of Justice building. Curious what that used to say there. Actually, Washington State Patrol's on the other side. And to the right of that, or directly across the parking area, is the Washington State Capitol building with the second tallest dome in the country. I believe it is the second tallest dome in the country. Stairways going up to it. Dirty concrete over in front of us. Gonna go get an idea of the size of these columns and whatnot. So they call this the legislative building. We've got what looks to be granite steps here. It's not concrete, it's granite. Squared off, no saw marks or anything, just granite. There's that dirty concrete, or whatever it is. Do not sit, stand, or climb, thank you. Typical columnar, interesting, what do you call this, wall here. There's more of it down there. Behind us over there is the governor's mansion. It looks like 14-foot tall windows here too on the second and third level that we see. Oh, that's a long ways up there. Yeah, that's longer than a football field to the top of that. Pretty amazing. Zero in on that a little bit. I was here about 6 weeks ago. I just straight up there. That's a long ways up there. And these columns are huge, very ornate at the top. Only one down here pretty much today, not much here, but these fantastic granite steps. Well, these columns are about at least 4 feet in diameter. There's 3, 6, about 8 of them here, 8 or 9. The doorway, beautiful brass. It's a 12 or 14 foot door.
Things will grow in it, and so there's a big about the dome. They're like, it's droopy, and it's like, no, it's not. It's just microbial growth, guys. You can't shave it off. Anyways. That said, these two large light pictures are the first two of what was then 489 pieces of Tiffany lighting. You've heard of Tiffany Jewelers. This is another arm of their family enterprise, lighting, and it was the world's single largest collection of Tiffany lighting. I say was because in the last 100 or so years, some of these not so affixed to the building light fixtures have made their way outside the building. You know, senators' desk lamps and such. So it's not 489 pieces today, but the big ones are all Tiffany light. Anything that you can't carry out of the building, essentially. Any questions? Okay. Let's talk about our beautiful panels again really briefly. These came from New Jersey.